I want to touch upon the conditioning aspect of hockey, and I know you guys have to be in incredible shape. I mean, is there things that you're doing on ice? And then a second question, what are some things that you're doing off ice that really give your guys an advantage?
I do skate with our guys. However, I only skate with our guys who are injured. Meaning that if I have a player who's out for a certain specific amount of time because of, say, I don't know, he breaks his hand and he can skate but he can't play in a game, I will skate with him on a daily basis because he's injured. I will skate with him. We'll do the same drills that we can do with or without a stick in that situation. There's other situations where I skate guys who might have a shoulder injury. A guy might have an elbow injury, something like that, or a jaw injury. I will skate those guys, and when they're ready to come back into the lineup, I'll make sure that they're ready to compete in practice on a daily basis with the team, and then hopefully get cleared to play. Right now in the preseason, I'll skate with our guys as well. We skate in three to four times a week here in Anaheim in preparation for the upcoming season. I'll get out there on the ice with the guys and do some conditioning drills, and we'll also keep playing mini games or half ice games or full on ice scrimmages, so stuff like that. To answer your question as far as off the ice, it's a good question. I think as hockey players, the hardest thing for them to do is not let themselves get out of condition. We want to make sure that they stay in condition year round. I mean, I am going to let them have a few weeks off postseason, but we're going to get ramped up again pretty quickly. I like to run in the off season. We don't do much long distance running. However, we'll do some tempo runs, some 110-yard tempo runs where we tempo run or stride down the length of a football field and then walk across the end zone and then repeat it on the other side. So we'll do tempo runs, and then we will also start up our shuttles. We'll do stuff like 150-yard shuttles, and we'll progress to 300-yard shuttles as the off-season progresses, with the whole goal of the off-season to transition us from stopping and starting off the ice to prepare our hip flexors, prepare our groins for the work that they're going to be asked to do on the ice. I also like the slide board. We will slide board twice a week in the off-season. I think that's a critical area to work on, is that frontal plane action, getting the groins and hip flexors and everything else adjusted so they're able to transition right into the demand of skating right away. We're able to condition the adductors and everything to make sure that they're not going to strain in the preseason. Condition every day. I think that's important to say that we do condition every day in our, I guess it would be our concurrent periodization model. We're going to condition every day some way, somehow. And our conditioning is not that long. When we talk about conditioning as far as elevating our heart rates for a certain amount of times and recovering, it's about 15, 20 minutes tops during the off season. However, I think it's important to note that, we are conditioning when we're doing stuff like warming up and plyometrics and speed work. It's all conditioning in my standpoint, but from what I think you're getting at, I think that's about 15 to 20 minutes tops on a daily basis in the off season. In season, that thought process changes. I mean, we're on the ice so many times during the season. We're going to be conditioned in a sports-specific fashion that way. However, there might be the athlete or two that needs the extra work, and we'll spend some more time on the bike instead of running to kind of, we don't want to be stressing ourselves that much from a standpoint of our conditioning, but we want to make sure we're on the bike, getting our heart rates up and recovering for guys who need extra work.